Yes, Ben, we can.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so here I'm asking Claude to write assertion for this and the unreachable states for requirements and input, SDK is an output, reset is active low, and I have a clock. And if request, then if a request and a request holds until and with the acknowledge, and SDK occurs 2 to 3 cycles after the rise of request. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask it to do it. And it's, as you see, by the way, I'm showing you a very simple assertion of one line, but it's really, it can actually handle a whole block. I mean, it can handle, in my book, I'll show a traffic light controller. I'll show an example of a RAM, a static RAM. I went to a site, I said, I want a static RAM. So I went somewhere on the search, I found a static RAM that some vendor makes, and with a complete spec. So I loaded the whole PDF and I said, write me assertions from this. And it did it, and that's in the book. So that's how easy it is. And the fact, what it does, I mean, it makes your life better because you understand, it does it fairly quickly, and you begin to understand more about the requirements, really. And you don't have to bother through all the writing all of the text. You can, of course, you have to go back and edit it. So anyway, so this is here is decomposing it, telling me that that this request is an input and it's an assume because it's the environment and the obligation. And the way the rules are written is that the assumption has to be on the left side of an implication operator, and all the obligations have to go on the right side. There are cases where the obligation is a little bit on the left side, but that's only in certain cases where, for example, you want to make sure that the clock or the signal, it only holds for one clock period. Or for some assumptions, obviously, you may want to have the obligation, the signal like SDK on the left side of an implication. So here it's explaining what it's doing. And so the license is free for academic. I'm requiring it for commercial. So it's here it documents this property, which is an assumption, and it describes what it is, and you can see a request hold while so now you have good documentation, and it tells you about the risk level and the justification for this assumption because it's a protocol. It requires stable RQ to be stable until acknowledged. So it does a fairly good job with documentation. As you can see, much better than probably you can do. Particularly us engineers do not like to document much, as you probably know. We're terrible at this. So here's the notice that it kept the notation that Srini also has maintained because we worked together on this. These notations in our book, like P underscore and MP for an assumption. And here's another one. This one is an assertion now because it's an
And Ben, you missed that end property, end label, if you will. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's here's the assumption. Now let me continue. Now the unreachable. So here's I have a rule that mandatory cover paired with MP assumption. So anyway, so it has to I'm covering the request and no acknowledge. Anyway, so it also told me that some flags it didn't understand. I think it want me to confirm whether about this boundary. So it gives you things that the AI thought that you need more resolution. It'll ask you to confirm before it continues. And actually, if it doesn't understand, if there are some issues with your assertion, you can it will not go through until you confirm what you want. Even if you tell it force it, just do it. It will not do it. I tried. Anyway, are there any questions? I mean, so you can see how fast it produced the results. And like I said, this is just one simple one, but it will take it will take a block. It will take a partition because the requirements are multi lines that cover multi signals, and AI is capable of handling the whole design. So bottom line of all this is that I'm really, really impressed with AI. AI needs rules. It definitely needs rules to work. Um, it because without it, it will do a job. It will do it without the rules, but it's limited to what it has, and yes, I'm sure it makes so. But overall, I think it's there. It's very helpful, and I think I see a good future for it. Any questions? Anything?
But quick question. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for this wonderful presentation.